Right then, you lovely people, the feeder setups, it really couldn't be simpler. It's really nice and easy. 10-foot bomb rods for both, nice soft rods, and 0.22 mainline. The reason for 0.22 mainline is there's some great big fish in here, and you know, your tackle does need to be quite robust. We've got a sort of biggish 3000 reel on. You notice obviously the lines right loaded up to the spool so that it's nice and smooth when we're casting. So 0.22 equates to roughly about £8, something like that. Incidentally, the tips, I always tend to use sort of a lighter tip. I've only got sort of like ½ an ounce on this one, and that's because when you start getting sort of fish coming into your swim, if you're using too harsh a tip, the fish will pick up on it as they're running into the line, and that's when you get them spooking out your peg, you'll get them bow waves. So by using a softer tip, you can pick up on all them line bites and keep slackening off, and generally they just tend to slam it round. Right, so come to the business end. The first thing I've done is I've put on one of them little sort of rubber stops. You getting on that, Rich? Now all they are is these. I'll show you more when I do the bomb setup. I'm doing the method setup first. I'll show you more when I'm doing the bomb one. It's just one of them. Basically, you put your line through there, and then you pull the rubber stop onto it. It's dead nice and easy. So that on first, and that stops sort of like your method going all the way up to your rod end, which is not what you want. So get our method, a free running one. Free running or elasticated. I'm pretty sure you can use elasticated ones on here, but it's personal preference. I just prefer the free running ones. Are nice and easy. Plus the fish doesn't get tethered, which is nice. All about fish welfare, aren't we? So I'm waffling, aren't I? Put the line through. It goes through. Come on, get through. That's it. And thread that all the way through. Oh, it's not going through, Rich. Right, we'll get it through that bit. We'll take that bubble bead off first, and then that goes all the way through there. So that's sliding on our line. Put that back on. Now there's loads of different attachments on the market. You know, there's little sort of quick stops, your swivels you can use, or you can just put a sort of like a loop in it and put your hook length on that. What I prefer are these Creluso quick change beads. You see there, you can get on that, Rich, the sort of like a swivel right at the top to eliminate all your, you know, your hook spin ups and all that. There's a little bit of silicone tube in there. Your hook length goes on that, and that closes down over it. It really is a quick and effective way to get your hook length on. So line goes through the swivel, and then obviously the method can hide the loop, so I like to make quite a big loop, and what I want to do is double that line over, make one single loop in it, then I'm going to put that swivel back through that big loop sort of 2 or 3 times. I like to go through it 3 times just to make it a little bit stronger. So as with all knots, make sure you moisten it. Don't need to make that loop small or anything, because I say it's getting hidden inside the method. Pull that down nice and tight, and we'll get some scissors on it and trim that back like so. Come on, get off. That's it, trimmed off, and then that method, go over that swivel, and then that'll get trapped in there. It's a lovely fit. There's actually 2 different sizes to these Creluso swivels. There's a smaller one which I'll use for the bomb, and there's a slightly larger one. You can see there, that gets trapped in nice, perfect, nice fit in it. And then put the method lid back on, and then I bring the rubber stop back down, and then we put our hook length on. I've actually got, can you believe it, Rich? I've got some hook lengths tied up. Only about 3, but we've got some done. Now, hook length wise, I'll always use, summer or winter, it doesn't matter, I'll always use a minimum of 0.20. When you're feeder fishing, you know, bomb, traditional feeder, cage feeder, method feeder, I don't think it makes a blind bit of difference what size hook length you use. You want a complete confidence that when you hook a fish, generally it's going to be bigger fish, you want to make sure you're getting them in, so it just gives you that much confidence. And I don't go any lighter than a 0.20, because I think it's irrelevant, because obviously your line's on the bottom, it doesn't matter. Now the beauty of these, that just hooks on there, we'll bring that back up and then pull that rubber sleeve down, and that's it, fixed in place. Nice and easy, good to go. Now vary the length of your hook length. Sometimes if the fish are a little bit cuter, a bit sort of like clearer water, then planes again, Rich, how dare they? If it's a bit clearer water, you might want to experiment with a longer hook length, sort of 6, maybe 8 inches, something like that. But I tend to go for, most of mine will be sort of 3 to 4 inch. Hook wise, I don't pretty much use anything but the Guri QM ones. I love them size sort of 14, 12s and 10s, depending on what bait I'm on. We're on sort of like changing between 8mm pellet and some of these little tiny boilies. So I'm going to be changing sort of like between them, so I want to be on a 12s hook, a nice big hook. Once it's on, it just gives you loads of confidence.